So to find the area of this composite figure, composite means two or more shapes composed together. What we're going to first do is recognize that 28 is the distance of that entire width or the length at the bottom. So half of that would be here and half of it would be here. And again, what we're going to do here, and maybe you shouldn't do this, but there's no other way to do this problem, is we're going to assume, see how it looks like these are the same height up here? Actually, yeah, this one we can assume. You see that height? That height is 24 right there. That means that these two circles are the same radius or the same diameter. Okay? So since they're the same, we're going to take 28 and cut it in half, and we're going to put 14 there, and we're going to put 14 there. Does that make sense? And if that's 14, then what's a radius? What's the radius length?
7.
Yeah, it's half of that. So the radius is 7. And now that I know that, that means if I keep extending this distance right here is also 7. You follow what I'm doing here? Because that's the same. That's going to be 7, right? So what's 24 minus 7?
17.
17, good. So I've got 17 and 7. That makes sense how I did that? So this distance is 17 in my rectangle. Same as that. This radius is 7. So what I can do is I can think of this as, this is a perfect example of a composite. I've got a circle. See how I have two semicircles? So these two semicircles together will make one whole circle with a radius of 7. And what's the area of a circle? Pi r squared. So that would be 7 squared, which is 49. 49 pi meters squared, because we're in meters. Got how I did that? Following that?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take the area of this blue rectangle. What's the area of a rectangle equal to? It's just length times width. And what's the length? Let's call it 28. The full length is 28. And what's the width? The other dimension is 17. Got it?
Yeah.
What's 28 times 17? 476 meters squared. So the total area is going to be equal to the area of the circle, 49 pi plus 476 meters squared. Now, if they wanted you to write it round to the nearest hundredth, you can go ahead and punch that in now. Punch your 49 pi into a calculator and round it to 2 decimal places, because that's what hundredths would be. So the area, the total area would be 476 plus whatever 49 times pi is. And what's my answer there? 629.93 meters squared.
Yeah, 9.
Well, 0.94 meters squared.